Hi, me. So you are now in 405, actually in full stage revision stage 5, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I just finished bathing though. Yeah, so are you ready?
Okay.
Good. So you're almost finished though. Let me just go a little bit backwards because my page is so forwarded. Okay, so I think the last time we had was the word pain. Yeah, right.
Pain.
You said to say, ouch. Oh. Okay, let's have the uncertain now. So, is there anything in life that we can be completely certain of? Is there anything in life that we can be completely certain of? Yes, no. Yes,
Yes.
there's something
There's
in
something
life
in life
that we
that
can be
we can be
completely
completely
certain of.
certain of.
What? It's
It's
death.
death.
Yep, from where you're sitting, can you see people passing by the window? Again, from where you're sitting, can you see people passing by the window? Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes, from where I'm
Where,
sitting, from where
from
I'm
where I'm
sitting,
sitting,
I can see
I can
people
see
passing
people
by the
passing by
window.
the window.
Yep, when a car park is full, where does the driver have to park his car? When a car park is full, where does the driver have to park his car? When a
When
car park
a car park is
is
full,
full, a
a
driver has
driver
to
has to
park his car
park
in
his
the
car in the
street.
street.
In the
In
street.
the street.
Yep, let's move down here. So, what do we use the first conditional? What do we use the first conditional? We use the
We use
first
the first
conditional
conditional
to
to
communicate that
communicate that
we think
we
something
think
is
something is
something
something
is
is
a real
a real
possibility in the
possibility in the
future.
future.
Yep. What is its construction? What is its construction? Its
Its
construction is
construction is
if plus
if plus
present plus
present plus
will do.
will do.
Yep. Give an example, please. Give an example, please. If he
If
sees
he
his friend,
sees his
friend
sees his friend,
so much. If he
if
sees
he
his
sees
friend
his friend
this evening,
this evening,
he will say,
he will say hello.
"Hello." Okay. Another. So what do we use the second conditional? And what do we use the second conditional? We use the
We
second
use the
conditional
second conditional
to
to
communicate that
communicate that
we are
we
only
are only
imagining
imagining
something.
something.
Only imagining
Only
something.
imagining something.
When it says, okay, I'm also French sometimes. What about you? What is its construction? What is its construction? Its
Its
construction is
construction is
if plus
if
plus
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 past
past
plus
plus will do. I
will
would
do.
do.
I will do.
If plus
If
past
plus past plus
plus would do.
would do.
I do. Again, I give examples. Give examples. If she went
If
to the
she
North
went to the
Pole
North Pole
next week,
next week,
yep, she would
she
feel
would
very
feel
cold.
very cold.
Yep, cold. Yeah.
Cold.
What do we use this third conditional this time? What do we use the third conditional? We use
We
the
use
third
the
conditional. Third
third
conditional.
conditional
When we are imagining
when
something
we are imagining something
in the
in the
past
past
that did
that
not
did
really
not
happen.
really happen.
Yep. What is its construction? What is its construction? Its
Its
construction
construction
is
is
if
if
plus
plus
past
past
perfect.
perfect,
If plus
if
past
plus
perfect.
past perfect, past perfect,
Fa- fast past
past
perfect
perfect
plus would have
plus
done.
would have done.
Yep. Good examples. Good examples. If she had
If she
studied
had
harder,
studied harder,
she would have
she would have
succeeded in
succeeded in
the
the
exam last
exam
month.
last month.
Yep, that's cool. Another in the third conditional me, what do we put after the word would? In the third conditional, what do we put the after the word would? In the third
In the third
conditional,
conditional,
we put the
we
word
put the
have
word have
and the past
and a
participle
past
and
participle
the
and the past participle
participle after the
after the
word would.
word would.
Yep. Give me some examples. Give me some examples. He would have
He would have
slept.
slept.
She would have
She would have
written.
written.
They would have
They would have
eaten.
eaten.
Yep, another. If you had been born in England, which language would you have spoken as a child? If you had been born in England, which language would you have spoken as a child? If I had
If
been
I
born
had
in
been born
England,
in England,
I would have
I would have
spoken
spoken
English
English
as a
as a
child.
child.
Yep, were you in fact born in England? Were you in fact born in England? No, I wasn't in
No, it wasn't
fact
in fact
born in
born
England.
in England.
I was
I
born
was
in.
born in Japan.
I was born in Britain. Well, okay, another. So, did you find 100 pounds on the street yesterday? Did you find 100 pounds on the street yesterday? No, I didn't
No, I
find
didn't find
100 pounds
a
on the
pounds
street
on the street
yesterday.
yesterday.
But if you had
But,
found a
huh?
hundred, uh-huh. You wanna say? but, but if you had found 100 pounds on the street yesterday, what would you have done with it? But if you had found 100 pounds on the street yesterday, what would you have done with it? If I had
If I
found
had found
a
a
hundred
hundred
pounds on the
pounds
street
on the street
yesterday,
yesterday,
I would
I
have
would have
Taking it to the police
Take it to the
station.
police station.
Taking it to the police
Taking it
station.
to
The
the
police
police
station.
station.
Yep. If you had not decided to study English, which language would have studied instead? Only example. If you had not decided to study English, which language would you have studied instead? If I had
If I
not
had
decided
not
decided
decided
to study English,
to study English,
I would have
I
studied.
would studied.
Mhm. Which one?
What do you think?
You. Guys, do you know me? You guys comment down below again. What does she like? Which language would you have?
Nothing.
Ah, Dutch, right? You have that before. That's why you have. Okay,
Okay.
maybe I would have
I
studied
would have studied
Dutch instead.
instead.
Whoa. Okay, another say if you had not come to school last week, so what would you have done instead? Again, if you had not come to school last week, what would you have done instead? If I had not
If I
come
had
to
not come
school
to school
last week,
last week,
I would have
I would have
gone
gone
where?
where?
Stayed
Just
at
live
home,
longer
at home,
at home,
etc.,
etc.
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 Yes, another. What do people use diaries for? What do people use diaries for? People
People
use
use
diaries
diaries
to help them
to help
remember
them
things
remember things
that they have
that they
done
have done
or things
or
that
things that
they need to
they
do.
need to do.
Yep. What kind of character do you like to see in a person? What kind of character do you like to see in a person? I like to
I
see
like to
a
see a
which one?
kind of person.
Which
What do
one?
you think?
Okay, you ask me. Okay, Roger, what kind of character do you like to see in a person, Roger? I like to see I like to see a what? Kind
What a
character in a person.
kind character in a person.
You should not ask blank blank to me. She will give back to you the question. Oh, yeah, so different. So have you ever got up really early? Anyways, guys, by the way, it's just a challenge, okay? So don't be that serious. It's just our, hobby. Okay, have you ever got up really early? Have you ever got up really early? Yes, no? Yes, I've
And
sometimes
sometimes
got up
got
really
up
early.
really early.
For what reason? For what reason? For
For
me to be able to cook.
for work. Right.
For work? Really?
Sometimes
Really early?
early. Don't you think?
Mm, okay, you cook also.
Me too.
Sometimes. Okay. For what reason? For work. Okay, so short answer. For work.
For work.
Yep. If you were driving a car on a long journey and suddenly you felt really tired, what would you do? If you were driving a car on a long journey and suddenly felt really tired, what would you do? If I were
If I
driving
were
a car
driving a car
on a long
a
journey
long journey,
and suddenly
I
felt
suddenly
really
felt
tired
really
and,
tired and
and suddenly
suddenly I'm
felt really
really
tired,
tired.
I'd stop the
I'd
car,
stop the car,
buy a cup of
buy a cup
coffee,
of coffee.
and wait.
Coffee. Coffee.
Copy me. Buy a
Buy
cup
a
of coffee.
coffee.
A cup of
Cup
coffee.
of coffee.
Yep, and wait
And
until
wait until
I felt more
I felt
awake.
more awake.
Yes, cup of coffee. Okay, so what's the best run? What's the best run? The
The
best run
past
is,
run is ran.
yep, if you run against me, who do you think would win? If you run against me, who do you think would win? If I run
If I
against
run
you,
against you,
I think I'd
I
win.
think I'd win. Yay.
I know she's tall.
Right.
You're not tall. No, I'm not short. You're just tall. Please change. Like, no, no, no. Yeah, another. So, how can we improve our, let's say, English? For example, how can we improve our English? We can
We
improve our
can improve
English
our English
by
by
practicing a lot,
practicing a
reading a
lot,
lot,
reading a
etc.
lot, etc.
Why do even the best tennis players need a coach? Again, what do even the best tennis players need a coach? Even the
Even
best
the
tennis
best tennis
players
players
need a
need
coach
a
to help
coach to
them
help them
to improve
to
their
improve
game.
their game.
Is it cheaper to travel by coach or by train in your country? Is it cheaper to travel by coach or by train in your country? It's
It's
cheaper
cheaper
to
to
travel by
travel by
which one? Train or
train
coach? Train in my
in my
country.
country.
Yep. So tell me one very common use of forming adverbs from adjectives, please. Tell me one very common way of forming adverbs from adjectives, please. One very common way of
One very common
common
way
way
of
of forming
forming
adverbs
adverb
from adjectives
from
is
adjectives is
by adding the
by
letters
adding the
ly
letters ly
to the adjective.
to the
To the
adjective.
adjective. Yep. Okay. So give me some examples. Just give me some examples, please. Badly.
Badly.
quickly, etc.
quickly, etc.
Yep. What's the past of fly? What's the past of fly? The past
The
of
past
fly
of flies
is
flew.
yep. If you flew around the world in a straight line, would you finish in the same place as you had started? If you flew around the world in a straight line, would you finish in the same place as you had started? Yes. If I flew
Yes,
around the
if I flew
world,
around,
around the world,
around the world,
around the
around the
world
world
in a straight
in a
line,
straight line,
I'd finish in the
I'd
same
finish in
place.
the same place.
Finish in the
Finish
same
in the same
place
place
as I had
as I
started.
had started.
Yep. On an example, if a bird flew into the room, what do you do? If a bird flew into the room, what do you do? If a bird
Bird flew
flew into
into
this room,
into this room,
I'd probably
I'd
try to
probably try to
catch
ignore.
it.
No, I don't like. Just say ah. I scream.
Yeah. So guys, her answers are all different, so you can tell it's legit. Yeah. Before she can catch it, now she doesn't like.
You wanna catch
Okay.
it?
Of
The bird.
course. Because I wanna be. They said it's
Okay.
really nice to have one. Yep. Another. Which animal do we get wool from? Which animal do we get wool from? We get wool
We
from
get wool from a sheep.
a sheep. Yep. So what can we make from wool? What can we make from wool? We can make
We can make
pullovers,
pullovers,
hats, and
hats, and
scarves
scarves
from wool.
from wool.
Yep. So how do you for the possessive case of singular nouns like girl, man, child, etc.? How do you from the possessive case of singular nouns like girl, man, child, etc.? We form the
We form
possessive
the
case
possessive case
of
of
singular
singular
nouns,
nouns, nouns
nouns like girl,
like
man,
girl,
child,
man, child,
etc. by adding
etc. by
an
adding an
apostrophe and the letter
apostrophe and the
s.
letter s.
Give me some examples, please. Give me some examples, please. The girl's
The
coat,
girl's coat,
the old man's
the
hat,
old man's hat,
the child's
a
book,
child book,
child's book.
child's book.
Yep, how do you from the possessive case of plural nouns that do not end in s, such as men, women, children, etc.? How do you from the possessive case of plural nouns that do not end in s, such as men, women, children, etc.? We form the
We form the
possessive
possessive
case
case
of
of
plural
plural
nouns
nouns
that do not end
that
in
do not
s,
end in s,
such as
such as
men,
men,
women,
women,
children, etc., in
children,
the same way.
etc. in the same way.
In the
In
same
the
way.
same way.
By adding an
By
apostrophe
adding
and
apostrophe and
the letter
the
s.
letter S.
Yep, give me some examples, please. Give me some examples, please. The old
The
man's
old
hat,
man's hat.
children's books,
Children's books.
women's
Women's
clothes.
clothes.
Yep, how do you form the possessive case of a plural noun which already ends in s, already plural forms? How do you form the possessive case of a plural noun which already ends in s? We form the
We form the
possessive
possessive
case
case
of a
of a
plural
plural
noun
noun
which already
which
ends in
already
s
ends in S. Ends
and
in S.
yep, just by adding an
Just by adding
apostrophe,
apostrophe
but no
but
s.
no S.
Yep. So give me some examples. Just give me some examples, please. The
The
girl's coat,
girl's coat.
the worker's
The
clothes,
worker's clothes.
ladies' dresses,
Ladies' dresses.
ladies'
Ladies'
dresses.
dresses.
What do you football? This one. What about this one? So, what do footballer shirts have written on their backs? What do footballer shirts have written on their backs? Footballer shirts
Footballer shirts
have
have
footballers
footballer
shirts
shirts
have numbers
have
written on
numbers
their
written on their
backs.
Mhm.
Backs. I'm gonna be kicking the table. So, what am I doing? What am I doing?
You're
You're kicking the
kicking the
table.
table.
Uh-huh, I
Mm-mm.
am. I'm a footballer. Okay, what about this one? Can the English coast be seen from the coast of, let's say, France? Can the English coast be seen from the coast of France? Yes, on
Yes,
certain
on certain
days.
days,
The English coast, the English
the
coast
English coast
can be seen
can be
from
seen
the
from the
coast of
coast of
France.
France.
Yep. Mia, do you ever tire of speaking? Do you ever tire of speaking? Yes, no?
Yes,
Yes, I
I
sometimes tire
sometimes
of
tire of speaking.
speaking. Yep. No more questions. So that'll gonna be the end. Yeah. So
Yay!
congratulations. Yeah. So you're done with the stage 5. So meaning to say this is just the beginning of another stage, right? Do you want to continue? No, you don't want to continue stage 6.
Mm.
Eh, all right. So that'll gonna be your last part, right? See you when I see you then. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.